Welcome to what many consider to be the new home for boxing. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia at Kingdom Arena. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans...
It's the Pac-Man, the only boxer to hold world championships across 4 decades, the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. He is forever one of the all-time greats. Opie Price.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the world, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Fighting out of the blue corner, the first boxer from Great Britain to win gold at the Youth Olympic Games. From Leeds, England, the southpaw contender and international super bantamweight champion, Opie Price.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. That right hook won't score. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero, the pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Away that right hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well done with that counter shot. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go for round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like, hold it right, and down goes Price. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
rocked. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round. Dolphins, stingrays, whales, oh my, and throw some boxers in there as well. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to...
Jake Paul. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
Build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Left hand. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with the hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Just see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. The right hook misses. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light, concentrate.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. And there's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nobody home with that hook. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Beautiful counter punch. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
When fighters landing in these exchanges, judges going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And that hook misses. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That jab doesn't find a home. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. About Jake Paul in that last round. Well, here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A punch and just got countered. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. That hook won't score. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Doesn't score. Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. About Jake Paul in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty... This is the beginning of round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Jake Paul. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
starts. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it and the fight continues. Talk about Jake Paul on that. Here we go. It's round 7. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nope, that hook won't score. That hook was off target. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. This fighter expending a lot of energy. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
What resilience to be down.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, this is round 8, and we're off again. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like to land to the slaughter.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That counter shot lands. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder. Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.